Hey Rabbits, it's Trixi, and this is my mouth. Der Mund in German.
You're right, Trixi. Most of your subscribers come here hoping for a close-up of certain of your body parts, but I guarantee you, your mouth is not one of them.
Well, that's unfortunate, because mouths are what today's video is about. As I said, the German word for mouth is der Mund. Plural, die Münder. Whatever you would want to know that. But there are plenty other terms you can use as well. Some are insults and others are a sort of beautifier. To help you figure out which is which and provide you with a new set of funny sounding words, I decided to make this video. Firstly, if der Mund is too boring for you, you can attach certain attributes to it. Let's say a person has very full lips that make you want to kiss them right away. Then you can call this person's mouth der Kussmund, the kiss mouth. But don't be sad if you have rather narrow lips, because in German you can have a Kussmund anyway. All you have to do is einen Kussmund machen, to make a kiss mouth, which goes like this. Another way of referring to full lips is saying der Schmollmund. And I simply love this word, because schmollen means to sulk or to pout in German, something my 3-year-old daughter is extremely good at. For example, when she's not allowed to eat more candy, she always puts her hands into her hips, stomps her foot and says,
Mama, nicht witzig!
Which means, Mama, nicht witzig! Mommy, not funny! Why am I telling you this? Because when she's sulky, her mouth looks like this. She shows me her Schmollmund. And even though people that naturally have a Schmollmund aren't constantly angry or look like sulky kids, I find this extremely cute. The next word also contains Mund, but takes the mouth itself to a more technical level. You can say das Mundwerk, which means something like the mouth factory or the mouth works, and it's usually used in a mocking fashion. When people say that somebody has ein freches Mundwerk or ein loses Mundwerk, a cheeky or a loose mouth factory, they imply that this person speaks before they think. They are very direct, often harsh and insulting. They don't waste time beating around the bush. Like this hater sidekick here. Du hast ein loses Mundwerk.
Halt den Rand!
Well, thank you, because Rand is another word for the human mouth in German. Since halt den Rand means shut up, you must have already guessed that Rand is a rather derogatory term as well. Der Rand translates to the edge or the border, so it's like close the border around that stinking hole in your face. Now, believe it or not, there are 8 other expressions like that.
Oh my god, can I be the one saying all of them to you?
Sure, go on.
Trixi, halt den Schnabel!
As you just heard, you can also call the mouth der Schnabel in German, which means the beak. Some people talk so much, non-stop, that they remind you of quacking ducks.
Und dann bin ich noch mit meiner Arbeitskollegin in dieses Eiscafé gegangen, aber sie hatte dieses komische Kleid an mit den orangenen Blumen. Erinnerst du dich noch? Ich finde, das kann man nicht anziehen, wenn man in ein schönes Restaurant geht und
So referring to their mouths as beaks makes a lot of sense. We should also start using der Schnabel for girls making the duck face pose. Hey, schöner Schnabel! Quack! By the way, talking about duck faces, die Schnute is what comes closest to the term in German, although in other contexts it's usually used to describe a cute-looking mouth.
Ah. Can I say the next meme thing now?
Yes, shoot.
Trixi, halt den Sabbel!
Now, this is one of my personal favorites, because sabbel is most commonly used in the north of Germany, and I remember saying it a lot. It's halt den Sabbel, hör auf zu schnagge! Its origin is either der Sabbel, which also means the saliva, or the verb sabbeln, which means to talk too much or to talk nonsense. It's also most common in the north. Did I say already that I miss Hamburg a bit?
Yes, in almost every video.
Oops. Well, then I guess you know what you have to do.
Sure. Trixi, halt die Schnüss!
Doesn't this sound adorable? Schnüss is another word for the mouth. And even though it can be part of the expression halt die Schnüss, no one would really ever use this to hurt somebody. I'm gonna sum up a bit later which words should be considered truly insulting and which ones are rather funny, cute, or teasing. Schnüss is a Rhenish word, but I've also heard it in parts of Germany other than the Rhineland.
Trixi, halt die Gosche!
Is yet another way to refer to the mouth. Some people also say Gosche. However, no one really knows where it comes from, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Next are 4 words that are pretty harsh. Using them in combination with halt die, halt den, or halt das is definitely very rude.
So, may I? May I? I was looking forward to that the whole time.
Yep. The stage is yours.
Halt die Fresse! Halt die Schnauze! Halt die Klappe! Halt's Maul! That felt good.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have die Fresse, which originates from fressen. While Germans say essen when they talk about people eating in a normal, civilized way, we use fressen for animals and people behaving like animals doing so. So calling somebody's mouth die Fresse or die Fressluke, the gorging hatch, implies that they are uncivilized and that their mouths don't serve any other purpose than gobbling up food. Die Klappe also translates to the hatch. It's like your mouth is a door to your face that you better keep shut before more nonsense words fall out of it. Das Maul and die Schnauze both refer to the mouth area of animals, the muzzle and the snout. You don't even have to say halt der, die, or das. If they are very angry, many Germans just yell,
"Oh, Klappe, Maul, Fresse, Schnauze!"
and it does the deed. Now let me sum this up. Kussmund, Schmollmund, and Schnute are pretty cute names for a person's mouth. Mundwerk, Rand, Sabbel, Schnabel, and Gosche have a negative connotation, but they are mostly used to make fun, rather than for yelling at somebody. Fresse, Maul, Klappe, and Schnauze, however, mean shut up in the harshest way possible. From my personal experience, I'd rank them in this order: Maul, Klappe, Fresse, and Schnauze. So I would say that Schnauze is the crudest one. So, you know, if it can be avoided, please at least don't use these 4. I know that there are so many other funny and odd names for the mouth, especially when you look into all the different German dialects. But these were the most common ones, the ones that I know and use from time to time. Except for Maul, Fresse, Klappe, and Schnauze, of course. Also, I could tell you about the various expressions and sayings that contain the mouth or any of the other words. Eine große Klappe haben, jemandem eins auf die Schnüss geben, jemandem den Mund verbieten, or die Schnauze voll haben. But this video is pretty long already and I don't want to overwhelm you. So that's it for today. Now you know lots of creative ways how to say the mouth in German, and hopefully you got a better understanding of what's cute, what's fun, and what's rude. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. If so, please leave a thumbs up because that would make me really happy. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and here is another video you should definitely check out. Subscribe to Don't Trust the Rabbit for more videos like this one, and if you want to support my channel even a bit more, then you can also find me on Patreon. I would really appreciate your help. Now I wish you all a wonderful day. Sorry for that, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!
This video was fun.